nobody loves our kids. Like nobody in this world loves little black and brown kids. Like this is a very evil place. So we can't.
Not a school, the world.
Yeah, the world. So it's like we can't make it too sweet here that when we release them, they're shell shocked that they fail, right?
Right.
So it's like we have to teach them how to navigate all the injustices they go through every day.
And let me ask you this, Meso. How do you feel about discipline? Like, do you think that's something that's trained? Do you think that's something that comes natural? How do you think you receive discipline in your life?
I would say it can be taught. You can be taught discipline, but it has to be an ongoing process. It's something that never really stops because then we have routine discipline, stuff that we do just second nature, brushing our teeth, waking up, make our bed, tie your shoes, like that's discipline if we want to be on the baseline. But then we have our own unique discipline habits that we're lacking on.
Right.
Exercise.
That discipline that's going against the grain. In a
Yeah.
sense,
So we have to practice. Keep going at it. It's nothing that's going to be perfected.
Yeah.
Because even the people that you think are so disciplined, they're lacking in other areas that you might be stronger in.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's what I was thinking about. We talking about your peers.
Yeah.
Like you said, one might have a whole bunch of money, but he might not be able to talk like you do. He might not be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, make those connections with people. So yeah, I think when it comes to discipline, you hit it on the head with like the disciplines that are like universal, we kind of share, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I would say more than that because everybody ain't employed.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't doing that. Everybody not taking showers every day.
You can tell, and the way, and like I said, once A's hits you, you can start to distinct. Okay, you discipline here, you're disciplined here. Now I need to be disciplined here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So with that being said,
It's a necessity.
it's
bro.
a necessity, and it's
Yeah.
also taught. And I think you go ahead. And I think with that discipline, it comes like repetition, because discipline isn't just something that you fall into.
Yeah.
It's something that you got to learn, and also it comes from your leaders. You see your leaders acting a certain way, handling problems a certain way, then you start to handle discipline a certain way.
Yeah.
So I think discipline is something that is something that's trained, in my opinion, because I got a kid, I got a son, and of course he's learning discipline.
Yeah.
And it ain't like beating him discipline. I'm talking about, son, why you come out the bathroom and your shirt still tucked in your underwear?
Yeah.
Why you leaving the house and your shoes untied?
Yeah.
The basics. And I think a good leader can give you a good example of what leadership is and how to handle discipline, and how to handle discipline and how to manage discipline. What's something you hate about yourself?
Something I hate about myself, I'd probably say I can overthink too much, definitely, and I just can overthink too much and get in my feelings a little bit too much. I think overthinking is definitely a big thing that a lot of people deal with. It doesn't help solve any problem, so I feel like I have to work on overthinking. I think that's a big thing, but I've worked on it compared to then. I used to be a narcissist, but I'm not anymore. Thank God.
When you say narcissist, what do you mean?
I mean, like, I used to be, like, very narcissistic. Like, I used to think everything revolved around me.
Yeah.
I used to be way more extroverted before COVID and everything, so, like, I used to always just want whatever I wanted. I was selfish a lot, but it's way more. Obviously, y'all can tell I'm not like that now.
Yeah, I would never
He
guess.
cared too much.
I never would have guessed. Yeah, I didn't know you were selfish.
Yeah, I used to be narcissistic for real. Like it used to be.
Well, you be thinking about, I'm gonna tell you right now, I can go ahead and, you think about a lot of people before yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just based on, the reading that I get in the atmosphere that we're in, I can already tell you put a lot of shit before yourself.
Which isn't bad.
Which isn't bad,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. And also, that, like I said, like we said before, it's always a bad side and a good side. I feel like that's something that's not too bad, but like you said, it's something you feel bad about yourself.
But then then again, like, another thing I would say I hate about myself is pleasing others too much.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
growing up, like
That is a really
like
good one.
growing up, like, I would always want to please other people. Like, if anybody ever asked me to do a favor for them, 9 times out of 10 I would never say no. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I've always kind of,
I think that's a man thing too. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
I can't speak for y'all too, but I think that's a man thing too. Like, cause whenever I'm asked to do something, even though I know I only got 5 minutes to finish what I'm doing, I will stop and be like, I got 2 minutes to do it. When I know I ain't got that 2 minutes, I'll stop and do what I'm doing just for that person or woman or whatever.
exactly, I hate letting people down, like I just hate like disappointing people. So if it's me going out my way, like I'll do whatever I can to help somebody or do a favor for somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you this: what's something? What do y'all want to give out? What you hate about yourself, Moon?
I would say lack of discipline in certain areas, and I didn't even think about it, but the people pleasing, it's in me. It's gotten better though. To be, the reason I don't think it's a man, because my wife is a people pleaser too.
Yeah.
Like she really cares about other people's feelings and stuff. But because we're similar in that way, and I see how people take advantage of her, it actually made me get up out of it.
Right.
Like now I'm like, oh no. Like I'm checking people for her, and when doing that, I'm checking myself
Yourself, yeah.
because I don't like it.
Well, what's something you love about yourself? For me, I feel like I started off. I'm very confident, but at the same time, don't come off as too confident. I am very passionate about a lot of things, and that's another thing I hate about myself. Sometimes I'm too passionate about some stuff, and I can't control it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just like raw. You know, it's just all over the place when it just need to be passionate. Sometimes within, I gotta learn how to maintain it, and I think that. Like I said, that's a positive thing I love about myself too. I'm passionate, and I'm also, he gave me the word yesterday or the other day, persistent. You know, whenever something try to knock me off course, I'm always able to stay focused. I'm always able to, you know, I get that, like I said, I get that from my mom, where if something knock you off, get up and keep going. You know, something knock your focus off, get up, keep going, stay to the plan, stay the course, stay the course. It's not perfect right now, but I'm very persistent, very persistent, very persistent. And if I see a vision, it's hard for anyone to knock that vision. Like, and that's something that I love about myself, is the fact that I got something tatted on my chest. It's walk by faith, not by sight. So a lot of things my bank account is a good judgment for me. Sometimes I can judge everything off I don't care what's going on, my shit good. And I can judge, like I sometimes judge myself like that. Like, as long as all of this rah-rah's going on, I'm good. Like, and I think that walking by faith, not by sight, sometimes my bank account can make me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be like, dad, shit ain't going so good. You know, that'll control my emotions in a sense, you know. But, like I said, one thing I love about myself, like I said, I walk by faith. You know what I'm saying? And I stand on that. And like, I stand on that. That's probably the one statement that holds me, Dante Harper, is walking by faith, not by sight. And I'm, like I said, I'm very persistent, very passionate, and I can take a beating. You know what I'm saying? I can take an L. I can take a big L, and I can keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? What's some of y'all love about yourself, man?
I would say I'm very grateful. No matter what the situation is, I always look for the gratitude in it, and it kind of propels me to, just like you said, persevere. Definitely am a people pleaser, so that's always fun. Knowing that I can create happiness for everybody in the room. It comes out very natural for me. It's very easy. It doesn't matter. We can all be here real sad. I can turn it up real quick.
Yeah.
So,
and I can bet that for sure.
Yeah.
I can bet that for sure every day. I can tell sometimes you might come in on the move, but that junk don't last long. Once you sit down and get your day going, it don't last long. Yeah, once that music hit, and like, Moon gonna be the same every day. And it's crazy because it was like, yo, what's up with him today? Nah, that's just Moon, bro. Trust me, he just look like that. Give him time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that no matter who's in the room, no matter what's going on, Moon's the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, Moon's the same, brings that energy. In my opinion.
Well, no, I just thought about we could never know if his son actually messing up with him.
Right.
And I didn't think about it till right now because he's always so consistently Moon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'll just go ahead and ask another question, man.
Yeah,
you go ahead.
I'll probably say something I love about myself, probably that I'm persistent. Like you said, I think just me acting, like always wanting to act. Like I've been out in Atlanta auditioning for 3 years. I haven't gotten a yes one time. So I feel like going through those no's and continuing to audition and audition and audition, just believing that it's something on the other side of the door for me and an opportunity there that I just keep pushing. I feel like something like that just shows how persistent I am. And I think another thing I would say is diversity, just being diverse. I feel like coming up, growing up, being born in like Newcastle, Delaware, to growing up in like a suburb area, to being able to grow up and go to Morehouse and HBCU, I feel like I can talk to so many different groups of people, old or young, and I feel like that's just a benefit, just going around being a people's person, you know. So I feel like those two things are like
Being
numbers.
diverse. That's powerful, for real, for real. Whenever you can speak a
Like
different
Delaware.
From Delaware. We say Sandcastle?
Newcastle. I grew up in Newcastle, lived in Middletown.
Some White Castle.
From Middletown.
Yeah, White Castle out there?
Nah.
All right, well, you go ahead, Mo. I mean, something you love about yourself.
I can love a lot of people and connect with a lot of people for real. Like, I don't know, like love has been my thing for a long time. Like people like usually trust me, open up to me, and I start to care about, and I can care about people, which is dope.
Yeah. Very dope.
What else? I really love, I think I said this before, I don't know how, ain't no bitch in my blood. I really love that about me, myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm very like kind and whatever, but like if it gets to like when you test a man's metal, like I ain't never folded. So I love that. And I've been against some big
And
like,
in your work field, you be getting tested by every day.
yeah, I get tested by a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. But even before that, like bro, like whenever you're like the nice guy, I feel like people think it's sweet and they try.
Right.
And I just be like, nah, this ain't that.
Right.
And then that's what it is. So
Right.
I really appreciate the my ability to like love and care about people and connect. I also appreciate that it ain't sweet. So
Right. Well, I can ask this last question, man. We're gonna wrap it up, all right? And y'all don't have to answer this, but I'm gonna say this quote before I say it. Y'all can let me know if y'all agree or disagree, and then I can ask the question. A man with no purpose is the weakest form of man.
agree.
Do you agree?
Say
with
that again.
A man with no purpose is the weakest form of man. A man with no
For sure, I
purpose.
agree.
Only thing that makes me question myself after I said it was like, you can be lost.
I was just about to say, if you don't know your purpose, then
Right, God can still like use you. You know what I'm
still
saying?
be used, yeah.
For
like,
sure, absolutely.
So it's like,
you can be tricked into your purpose.
yeah, like that. Yeah, I take it back. I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know because like there's
too-
a lot
it's
of
too-
it's a lot of different
Great.
variables with
A
that.
conscious man with no purpose.
Because it's like if you have no purpose, like it's like
I'm saying, like, you know that there's something you're supposed to be doing. So if
Yeah.
you're ignorantly like opposing to do that,